Welcome back to Body Harvest. Very bouncy beginning to this level.
And I'm excited.
Yeah. Already having a good time now that we probably are done with all the child murder.
Probably.
Can't promise anything.
But first, more of this shit.
You know, I like having helicopters. It's actually pretty ballsy of them to give us a helicopter in the first stage, because that gives us free reign of the entire level. So we should be able to just skip everything, go straight to the next processor. Or more importantly for the moment, go straight to the first artifact that we missed.
I forgot artifacts were a thing.
Yeah, they're easy to forget because they don't do anything yet. But I'm fairly certain they will.
I love that guy. Oh my god! Oh, it's just you.
Yep, I killed the fire extinguisher that was right next to him. But he survived. And we actually missed an NPC. Surprising amount of crap just thrown all over the place for the secrets in this level.
Some kind of hoo-ha. That's another point for this being in the South somewhere.
Yeah, they really nailed the American slang.
That's quite the jukebox, too. Oh my god, forgot. Yes, sir, I reckon that's a weird thing.
He's so uneducated, his speaking is misspelled. And he has an alien artifact because someone tried to trade it for beer.
Keeps it downstairs with all the unused vowels.
He's got some kind of little hovel built in the bottom of his grocery store.
Well, at least he vacuums. Oh, and also the stove in the store, which I guess it's probably not up to code.
Yeah, and there's like a table so that people can eat in. I don't get this grocery store. And I don't have to.
There are like kind of dubious all-in-one places like that in the South, and you'll either get the best food ever or food poisoning, so you gotta roll the die.
I think the orange fog in the entirety of this level indicates that we're in some kind of desert region.
Or it's just really humid.
Yeah, that could be it as well.
It's humid and sunset.
Oh, it's definitely sunset. This could be filmed by Michael Bay, Helicopters at Sunset.
And yet the music is just so chill.
Love the music in this game. Haven't mentioned it yet, but I think it's all really good.
I'm gonna guess this is more strike notices. Oh, a very blatant reference.
Yes, indeed. So let's visit the Bates Motel. Why the hell not? What could go wrong?
I'm sure the bugs will love it. This is all very Hitchcockian.
Yeah, it sure is. There it is.
That's pretty on model. Well, kinda. At the house part, at least.
It's not very scary in and of itself, but the doors are boarded up so we can't go in there and never come out.
That seems a strange thing to put away in a corner, unless somebody was a really big fan of that movie and insisted.
Yeah, it's completely pointless. It's just gratuitous references.
It's America. Gotta put those American things in there.
Yep.
Nothing is quite as American as murder. Lots and lots of murder.
Yep. We do have all the most notorious serial killers.
Well, this is around the time the Manson family was running around, so...
Yeah, true. A lot of them were active in the 60s. Those were the days. So the shield portal is right up ahead, and it's mostly underground, and that's part of their attempt to prevent us from taking our helicopter with us. But the main thing that keeps us from taking the helicopter is those 2 cacti.
Oh, so it is the desert. Maybe it's Texas.
We're actually going to get we're going to get a more specific location in the next stage.
Cool.
But I will allow speculation to continue until then. So actually, if we break those cacti, we can sneak the helicopter into this stage and then skip it. The only way to do that is to get a mutant to spawn by letting him harvest 8 people, and then luring him down to the cacti and making him jump on one of them. And that opens up enough space to sneak the helicopter in.
Bless speedrunners for finding these things out.
Oh, hell yeah. And that's the major RNG part of getting through this stage in the speedrun.
For a second there, I wrote that as warning sheepdog below. I was like, so?
Yeah, I wish.
Just forget all this madness and pet a dog.
Yep. Then we'd be practically playing Space Station Silicon Valley, which is the other DMA N64 game that came out on the same day as Body Harvest.
Huh. Also, I've never even heard of that one.
Yeah, it's super weird. I've been playing it and it's surprisingly difficult. I don't know why it's surprisingly difficult, considering it came from DMA and this game is also very difficult.
It's just the N64 kind of artificially amps up everything.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, everything is fundamentally awkward in a way that you sort of have to get used to.
Oh, what have we here?
Yet another secret. We're actually going to have all 3 artifacts by the end of this video.
I wish we had like jet boots or something to run faster, because...
Yeah. Are 100% correct there. Wasn't until San Andreas that they figured out that jet boots are exactly what every protagonist needs.
Yeah, run a city block in like 3 seconds.
Yeah, I think that's the one thing that Yahtzee gives any game an A+ for, is having a jetpack. There we go, very low frame rate artifact. For some reason, all the rooms that have artifacts in them really screw with the frame rate of the game.
Well, it's just so awesome, the game can't handle it.
They're too powerful. There's also a bunch of crap from the hippie house in there for some reason. Don't know what they're trying to tell me.
I get tired of doing assets. That or there's a,
probably that.
A hippie death cult going around here.
Oh, jeez.
Maybe it is the Manson family, who knows?
Could very well be. This game has gotten very morbid lately. I stuck around here for a couple extra seconds because I like the oil drilling.
That lone cactus seems ominous.
This is a nice safe pathway, for the most part. Those bugs don't offer a threat because they're one-hit kill.
Oh, this guy again.
Mm-hmm, there's our threat. Yeah, no one expected me to get this far.
Ooh, all caps, he's serious.
And so he pulls out the worst gun he's used yet in the game.
Like a pellet launcher?
It's like the thing that the most basic of the flying enemies fires at us. It's not upgraded in any way. We can win this war of attrition easily.
Of course.
Straight out of Wanpaku Graffiti, that guy. This particular section, we can really just drive right past it You don't even have to stop to fight Black Adam.
That'd be the ultimate insult. No, wait, come back.
I was threatening you.
I'm dressed cooler. Recognize me.
Yep. And then he just says, say hello to my friends that are way behind you already. It is a good idea to stop and kill the flying ones, though, because those will persist throughout the level. Be a real nuisance. The stage is actually fairly difficult. I once died pretty late into it, and then I tried to do my best attempt at speedrunning it. And I didn't kill any enemies along the way. Stacked up like 100 of those flying guys. They all descended upon me and killed me almost instantly.
Yikes.
Yeah. Don't do that.
I'm surprised the game doesn't just despawn them, given the memory limitations.
Yeah, almost never. The enemies seem to persist no matter what you do.
Damn.
Yeah. It's fairly well made for having been cobbled together by people who had no idea what they were doing.
See, either the transmission is breaking up or the bugs have gotten to her.
Yeah, there's a bit of a combo of those. I mean, she's safe, but it's both the bugs and the terrain that is causing the interference. We got a new bug type.
And suddenly it's tremors.
Yep. I was hoping you would catch that reference.
There's another point in it being in the western area somewhere.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't get the reference myself. I haven't seen any of the movies that have been referenced in this game. That includes Casablanca and Star Wars.
Oh, for shame.
Yep. I had to watch a lot of movies. And we could also one-hit kill the tremors. The shotgun is just ridiculously good.
Although it looks a lot more like a Zelda villain.
Yeah, or like a Zelda boss, even.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we're getting that.
So yeah, maybe once we kill them all, she'll tell us what to do. And I just sort of let this one live so that I could show off that when it's wandering around, it has its spines pop up through the terrain.
Oh, that's neat.
There we go. That should have cleared up all the interference. No. Oh well.
Way ahead of you.
Yeah, that's always a good sign. Bunch of destroyed buildings around the area. Let's take a closer look, see if any of them are the most ridiculous thing I've ever seen in a video game.
Oh boy.
Because one of them is.
Not sure. Oh.
That's an MS-DOS era car.
It's the first Hard Rock Cafe.
Yeah, a little bit. And it's physically part of the building. I don't know what they were thinking. This is just like... They're taunting us for playing the game this far at this point.
Yeah, the model guy was just bored.
Yep. Let's put an Atari car in this game for no reason. A serious hard-boiled sci-fi adventure.
Yeah, from a certain angle, it seemed like a giant sword or something.
Mm-hmm. Until you get close to it and realize it's two-dimensional car husk.
Maybe it's a commentary on how far games have come.
Sort of. I'm about sick of it, though. I don't like that it's taunting me.
And, yeah, given E.T. almost ruined the video game market, it deserved it.
A weird thing about this rocket launcher that we just got is that we pick it up with a random amount of ammo in it.
Oh wow, so like, what's the maximum, minimum?
I have picked it up with 25 ammo in it, which is a full clip.
Damn.
And most of the time I pick it up, it has 7. I think I've gotten it as low as 3, but this time was 5. 5 might be the minimum. But 1 is all we need. If you recall the names on that sign, they were like Running Bull Creek and the like.
Uh-huh.
You may be able to guess where we're headed.
Casual Racism Canyon?
Oh yeah, big time. He asked if there was anything worse than Carl's Custom Cars, and I think this might be it.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Are there gonna be TPs?
It's not quite that bad, but it's got its own brand of yeah, you won't be too surprised. Can't check signs when there's a little reminder text at the bottom there. Nor can we check our email, but now we can.
And somehow in this canyon, we get the best signal.
Yeah, they originally blamed the interference on the mountains, but that's clearly not the case. I blame the bugs.
Well, by killing them, their blood somehow ups the transmission.
Not this bug, though. This bug is our friend. And this looks a bit familiar.
I swear you jinxed us. You just had to say nothing can go wrong.
We've seen this 3 times.
Deja vu all over again.
Yep. Here on the recording side of things, we're having the same interference problems that Adam and Daisy are having.
You stole my joke.
Stole that joke again.
Second time. Ah!
I gave you ample time to use it.
I'm just sitting here watching to make sure that my recording doesn't cut out.
Yep. I mean, you have to. Split your attention as best you can. In the meanwhile, I will point out that we've got our final artifact. Hooray.
Yay. And we're not sure what they do yet.
Yeah. I mean, they allow us to replay bosses as long as you get all the artifacts in that level, but we can't even play the boss for the first time yet, so not much of a reward.
And bosses aren't really that exciting, so I can't see much of a reward anyway.
Yeah, no kidding. I don't know why you would want to replay the bosses. I mean, they're kind of cool and all, but not exactly fun. So
I guess they figured they had to have something special to collect.
Mm-hmm. But there's already level select that you don't have to collect artifacts for.
I already got a BFG. Here and there, sometimes. Not always.
I guess because they disabled the level select sheet, they had to give us something. Might as well make it an incredibly difficult collectible. So I don't think we've ever gotten this far without the recording breaking down.
Yay.
Famous last words.
And turn out the lights before you leave, you animals.
This is technically a mine, but it's effectively back in the sewers.
Yay.
Very conspicuous wall here. Can't go through it yet.
A lot of skull and crossbones crates.
Mm-hmm. Oh god, I wish I could blow those up. But we can't use guns indoors.
Aww.
For sci-fi technobabble reasons that they didn't bother to write, they just wrote in the manual you can't use guns indoors.
Structural integrity, frightening the locals, I don't know.
That last bit of text, I have literally no idea what it means. Thankfully, I don't have to. This area is very linear.
I guess they're mining for gas.
Mm-hmm. But still prone to flooding. Turn that valve is what gets us our weapon crystal, and it also opens that hidden door that wasn't very hidden.
Ah.
So that's how lock mechanisms work, of course.
Yeah.
Turn a valve a mile away, and it opens a door.
Video games.
Haven't seen a fuel pickup in, like, a long time, since Greece, I think.
Maybe even they forgot about them until now.
Something like that. That's not what I was expecting to pick up.
And it begins.
Yes, indeed. May not be teepees, but it's the same level of what you would expect a person from the UK to know about Native Americans.
So nice of the bugs to wait. Or they've been shooting the door the entire time.
Yep. Time just freezes when you go indoors. Unfortunately, they did blow up our monster bug.
Ah, bastards.
So, yeah, progress going forward is going to be a little bit slower than it ought to be.
All this future tech and no jetpacks.
Yep, still lamenting that.
Oh boy.
I don't think that's fundamentally racist yet, going to an Indian reservation, but it's going to get racist.
Yeah, just make up something that sounds Native American. Who cares? Really? Sure.
Yeah, I'm surprised it wasn't like some kind of Cockney rhyming slang for something vulgar.
Maybe it is.
Very well,
we're
maybe.
We're just too American to know.
Yeah. Wouldn't put it past them.
Oh, hello.
Foreknowledge of where the aliens are going to spawn in helps a lot here. So I've died in here too.
I gotta say that the new bug design is looking more and more like some kind of Kitrid design. And it's got rockets for arms.
Yeah, they've had rockets for arms since Greece. The gun drones, they used to be called. I think those might be the only Greece-exclusive aliens. Them and maybe the piranhas. If we were to look at our objective on the map, we would see that it would be to get into this military base.
Some military base right by an Indian reservation. That seems odd.
Yeah, it's probably not something that hasn't happened in real life, though. Really, though, this is a secret military base.
Oh, of course.
I believe there are conspiracy theories about secret military bases on Indian reservations. We're finally almost to the summit of this long, winding path.
Just running and running.
Yep.
With the tire tracks to mock you.
It's only slightly better if we actually do have the car, because it's so narrow that the car gets stuck every 2 feet.
Oh boy. Is there gonna be a peace pipe? I gotta know.
You're so close.
Uh-huh.
I know those goo balls. Those are from the Tremors. What are those things called in the movies? The actual Tremor monsters.
I only saw the first one, and I'm not sure they even gave him a proper name.
Yeah, I think they might have one, but I haven't seen the movie, so I'm certainly not the expert.
Yay, another bug.
Yep. Just wanted to tease that, I guess. Because we need to meet Chieftain Peyote.
Yeah.
And that It's probably worse than the KKK. Because that's just like mean-spirited. And not against Americans, against like Native Americans. I think they crossed a line.
I'm just in awe of the audacity.
Yeah, I was actually a little worried that the audacity was the problem, and you had had another error in the recording.
Yeah, speaking of that, I'm looking at it. It's still recording, and I'm good.
Glorious. Thankfully, you were just dumbstruck.
I just can't think of anything to say to that.
Yeah, that's...
Other than, wow.
It's pretty the worst. I mean, it can get worse, and it will once we actually get in there, but for now...
I can't wait to see... I cannot wait to see those costumes.
I mean, you could probably see them right now, knowing the kind of caricature they're going for.
Sure, any cartoon.
This little cave area, though, is a maze, and I just got lost in it. That room we were just in was the very beginning room.
I get turned around on these things anyway, so I had no idea.
Yeah, it's easy not to notice. I didn't notice for like 10 straight minutes the first time I went through here. But now I remember the correct path.
All these hissing pipes. I hate them.
They're pretty annoying. At least they don't damage you.
Yeah. Well, you got your super suit with your arms exposed. Show off that sweet scar.
Now here's a little puzzle we saw earlier. The door that when you approach it, it closes. But this time it closes every time you approach it, so we had to trick it by going straight to the edge of where it closes, and then immediately doubling back.
Ah.
So it's a puzzle they prepared us for a long time ago, and then we finally got the real version of it.
And from the totem pole section.
I was trying to glaze over that part.
No, totem pole does sound like a Zelda character.
It practically is. And now we're done with the sewers.
Yay, finally.
Mm-hmm.
But the smell remains. And as a reward, more bugs.
Yep. Yeah, that harvester wave is supposed to show up before we go up this path. But I got here in record time, I guess, even though I walked. This, I think, is the only, well, one of two areas where there's civilians wandering around, but I think it's the only one where a harvester wave spawns and there's civilians wandering around. So you're actually in danger of having civilians harvested in this part. Yeah, Daisy's finally warning us about the Tremors creatures. A little bit late.
Well, she couldn't communicate for very long.
True, yeah, she was cut off for a long time.
She had no idea.
So we finally made it. Chieftain Peyote's house. We gotta learn about the lore of the totem we've mostly collected.
A woman mother.
And the eagle, that's at least American. And here we go. Our man of the hour.
I think they got their racist stereotypes mixed up and gave him one of those classic Chinese hats instead.
Yeah, at least they didn't give him a headdress. Thank God for that.
I see it's supposed to be a cowboy hat, but there's too few polygons.
Mm-hmm. He actually was welcoming us, but he discovered that we tread foot on sacred ground, and now he's punishing us by making us prove our loyalty to him.
Okay. I can see where this is going already. So if you hadn't picked those up by now, you'd have to go back and look around and just...
Yeah, correct.
Yikes.
If you miss them along the way, yeah, you are in for a massive amount of backtracking.
How convenient.
Mm-hmm. Luckily, the final piece is right here.
Is that a Sentai mask?
It is a mask, so I guess Sentai's as good as any.
Hey, you got our thing. We like you now.
Yep, basically. How's he going to celebrate our victory?
Oh, God.
With his namesake. We actually have to take the Vision Quest because of that explosion right there.
Ah.
For some reason, our hallucination is so powerful that it blows up a wall that allows us to progress.
This is a very disappointingly straightforward trip.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it could have been a lot more interesting.
But yeah, we hate you, get out, you found our thing, welcome, is pretty much the plot of James Cameron's Avatar.
Which was also a
horribly racist thing, yeah.
Yep. Just total ripoff of Native American culture by people who didn't understand it at all.
And also stole the plot of an old sci-fi story wholesale with no credit.
Mm-hmm. And it called its, its MacGuffin unobtainium, so...
That was the best / worst part.
No forgiveness for Avatar. Which almost won Best Picture. America. Gotta love it.
Oh, that poor bug. Just driving right through him.
Yep. He's in so much pain. Then I got stuck on this sign here. Which tells us not to bring vehicles anyway, so... Thank you, sign.
One thing that's not destructible.
Yep, signs and buildings that have NPCs in them are also indestructible. So that you can't kill important NPCs.
Oh wait, is our death toll going up?
Nope.
I can't tell. It's the same for so long.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's actually hard to tell in this very low-quality rendering of the video as well. But we haven't killed a single human this entire stage.
That almost makes up for all the children. Almost.
Might be a first, at least. We didn't add to the Native American genocide.
Maybe even it couldn't be that bad.
I mean, we had every opportunity. We could have just started running over people in the reservation left and right. But we didn't because we're the hero.
So let's see, what other American stereotypes can we cram into this?
I mean, from here on out, it's honestly kind of easy to forget that we're even in America.
Yeah.
Things actually get really weird in the next stage.
Even weirder?
Much weirder. Less offensive, but a lot weirder. Yeah, I guess I lied slightly about us being done with the sewers.
Damn it all.
This is a very short sewer segment, though. This is the base we need to get into.
Commander.
Run by Commander T. Good. I don't know if it's a reference, but it's certainly a dumb name.
All I can think of is Johnny Be Good.
Well, we finally made it. Base 508.
Hooray!
It's got a lot of serious heavy-duty vehicles. But most of the bugs are dead, so they're not too useful at the moment. Those helicopters might be useful, though. Probably most important of all is that it's got the machine gun.
Yay. But there's no soldiers around?
No, not a one. T-Good either evacuated or just died somehow.
They already got wiped out trying to be courageous. Starship Troopers happened and we missed it.
New vehicle here. Don't have much use for it. There's the gate that blocked us off.
You can't even ram the gate? Ah.
Not with this thing, at least. That's apparently a vehicle. The swastika.
So... Yep. That is... I'm gonna hope that was an accident. We're just trying to make a cool alien spaceship.
Yeah, I'm not 100% willing to say that that is another jab in America. But maybe. This dumb vehicle's cool, at least. We have literally no use for it whatsoever, but it broke down the gate, so we have free access to this base forever now.
And it handles like a dream. Bad dream, but still.
Yeah, no kidding. Weird thing about tanks is that they turn the same direction forward as in reverse. So in order to rotate them around, you have to hold the stick one direction and press reverse and then forward without ever changing direction.
Yikes.
Yeah, it's the opposite of how every other vehicle works, so it's very awkward.
And now we finish as we started.
Yes, with the helicopter. Made sure to equip the rocket launcher because the helicopter has a good chance of blowing up during the processor fight. And if that happens, we have about 2 seconds to kill the processor before it kills us.
So we're trying to get around this magical barrier.
Mm-hmm.
Which is at least very pretty.
Yeah, I do like the shields in this game. It's a nice graphical effect. Though we may remember this area. It's where we got attacked by 1,000 bugs, all spraying rapid-fire machine guns at us at once.
And another Jilla Mold monster.
Yep. First time I fought this guy, I didn't realize that the Huey had machine guns. So I landed it, I hopped out, and I tried to fight it with the shotgun, and I got stun-locked and died.
Yeah.
After spending 40 minutes in the mission.
At least that was it tried to have a badass moment, just didn't work well.
Yep, and then the second time I came here, I still didn't realize that the helicopter had machine guns. Got out and I killed it with the rocket launcher.
Oh, nice.
When I had like a millimeter of health left in my health bar. Very scary area.
See, people killed, mostly children.
Yeah, so far, America has mostly had child casualties. Go America.
Well done.
Yep. Yeah, we made it through. That's a miracle.
Yeah.
After all the technical difficulties.
It was the bug's fault.
Yeah, seriously. And we've earned ourselves a rest. Probably the biggest aspect that lends this game its difficulty is the horrible save system, where you can only save after completing a stage. And stages are like an hour long.
I could see where anyone would give this up.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I gave up many times because of that after losing hours of progress.
Ugh.
But we've reached new heights.
Yay.
See you next time.
Bye.